Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Poormans Bushcraft. I know I'm a little behind on this video. Had a lot going. Couple of things that I have recently had to deal with has been the feeling that somebody's been getting into my truck. Haven't really actually found anything missing, but hence the new bling bling there, which is not real super attractive, but it had to be done, so that's where I went with it. And I did rivet this on here. This is not screwed on, so maybe less likely a chance that somebody could just take screws out and be off with it. It's a sealed lock, so a little bit of waterproofing as it goes. But something else I did add to this from a gift from a friend of mine named Kevin. I appreciate you giving me what I'm going to show these people next. There was an original reason for him giving me these, but that was taken care of, so I used them for something else. As you guys know, I have a little 4-year-old. He just turned 4 on the 24th of April. So he likes to go camping with Dad. He also likes to get out of the truck. Something else is the fact that when I go set up at a flea market or something like that and I sleep in the back of the truck or go camping, there are kinds of people who, for whatever reasons, just cannot beat that urge to see if a truck is being occupied or not. They want to see what's in it. So what's the first thing they do is they grab these handles and turn them. If I was in this, obviously I wouldn't have a lock on the outside. And it's not always going to be locked, just in general every day, go around, grocery getting and paying bills and doing whatever. But if it's going to sit somewhere like at a mall, a Walmart, a shopping center of any type, I'll go ahead and throw the lock on it, just for the sake of feeling that little bit more safe. Jumping back to where I was at there a second ago, sleeping in this, not having a lock on the outside, and even though you turn that and put your bars in, it's that you might not hear that. But like I said, thanks to Kevin, we now have over here is where I hid mine. You could figure out how to hide yours, but they're those little magnetic alarm systems for doors. And I actually have a spot to mount 2 of these. I've got another one that's mounting right here to double that volume, but when I'm not using them, I just got a little piece of Velcro stuck in here, pop them over here. They are out of the way, and it's not an always thing that's going off and making a loud ruckus and stuff. The triggers are those 2 white things right there. That's the magnets that set those off. When they separate from the other ones, they just get loud and obnoxious. Okay, so away from that idea, now let's get to the real point of this video. So I hope those gave you guys some ideas to secure your stuff, but I want to get to a couple of finds that are for this week, and right there's 2 of them. I'm going to go ahead and jump behind them and do this one first. This one is Dollar General store for $10. This is a portable speaker system, really super light. Great for the truck, the camper, or something like that. And you hook your iPods, MP3 players, your phones, whatever you want to put to these on just a regular 3.5 jack, which is removable from the back. And I hope this is all being shot in the video. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up close here real quick and show you right here on the back. As you can see, there is the 3.5 jack there for headphones, a mini USB for charging, and then the power switch. And when it's on, if you can see that blue light shining there, So it's got 2 or 3 hours battery life, but basically what this is a little cell phone battery, a lithium ion battery or whatever it is. So your charging bricks, as I call them, the bricks, your charging boxes and USB on the cigarette lighter or solar panels, or plug it into the wall. However you want to charge this with the mini USBs, you can charge this, and you get quite a few hours of. It says like 2 hours playtime on these. My son picked out the red ones. They have these in white as well. They are not real super loud, but they are a little more enjoyable than just your cell phone speakers. And I am not big on pods in my ears or buds, and for the purpose of throwing it up into the truck and having it, it's awesome. Before I get into these field phones that you guys just seen a glimpse of, I wanted to show you that after having camped out a couple of times in this, I did do some reconfiguring. I put all the packs, the pouches and stuff on this side, and then moved the axes and stuff to that side. Reason being was I was bumping into those packs all night long as I was trying to sleep. So moved them around, did another night with the axes and stuff. They have the covers on the blade, so I'm completely safe. And so that's that. You get a little more room in there. Some of these pouches being over here on this side makes it a little bit easier to get to them from the back. Okay, so the big find for this last couple of weeks was these two bad boys right here. These are the EE, as in Echo 8 Bravo, EE8B. 1945 is what these were dated. So late World War II, they probably used these on into Korea. And I have looked these up online several times, trying to find more of them. And I'm going to be honest, not exaggerate this too much. Hang on a second, I gotta get a little something to drink here. What are we doing this time? Mountain Dew Pitch Black. Not one of my best favorites, but it works. Okay, so these are here, the EE8Bs. They have an EE8, an EE8A, EE8B. There were different versions of these as time went along. They updated them a little bit more, added something to them, took something away. Whatever the scenario was. The other versions of these are in a rubberized kind of plastic pouch. I haven't seen it. Heard a couple stories about them. Mine are the very, very, very stiff canvas. I think it's oil and painted. They are painted the OD or oiled or something. I mean, they're almost like plastic, but they are canvas. Another version I have seen for these are a leather case. You have a double flap, so it's a redundant flap system. One of these, the ringer does not work in. I went through these and cleaned them up, cleaned the contact points. As you can see here, I'll zoom in on that. As you can see right there, I did do some cutting back and cleaning up and reposting these, putting new pins on these for the bites, and to get better connections. Went inside some of the phone parts and cleaned terminals if they needed to be cleaned. But these, get back out here, are my recent find. Now, I don't know if I said what I said or if I didn't. The cheapest I found these is close to $100 a piece online. I'm gonna try to find some more resources, but I got really lucky and found these on the website I have told you guys about before, the OfferUp. OfferUp got lucky and just somebody fairly local had these, and he wanted $65 for the pair. Could not let that go. Normally I wouldn't want to spend that kind of money, but I contacted the guy and done some trading. So something I had of value here that I just did not use anymore, traded to him, but did the whole barter thing. And here I go. I got me some more comms. You guys have seen the old ones that I made with the telephones. I did hook up the wires to these and send it to those, and it made them ring, and I can talk to them, and it's all cool. So now I have 4, well, technically 3, because I have one of the old ones that I made with the telephones taken apart to, I was going to start doing a video to show how to make those, and I got in them boxes and I was like, what the hell did I do here? But I'm going to work that out, and I'm going to get that video to you hopefully soon. Getting back to these are a turn to talk, so to speak, like a push to talk system. When you are listening to a conversation, you are hearing it through there, and then to speak you have to crank, depending on what hand, it'll turn either way, but you have to turn that little thing to speak. And when you speak, you do the whole over thing and all that cool stuff. These are a local battery system or a cable battery system, sort of like, think of MASH. When Radar is sitting at his desk, he has that big radio behind him. Okay, you can leave the batteries out of this for storage, and there's a post right here where my finger's at that would hook up to that big thing behind Radar's desk to power this pack to go into Colonel Potter's office. Just a funny note, if you ever watch Radar picks these bags up and runs into Colonel Potter's office all the time, and there's never any wires running from here to the one in his office, which makes this not work. So just a little fun fact there for you, to get a giggle if you watch a MASH episode one time and watch him walk around talking on this. But anyway, back to where I was at. Inside here there is a battery compartment here. I'm hoping you can see that when I tip this up. And basically that is D30 batteries. I don't know what D30s are. For me, I just used regular D-cell batteries in this the other day to test these out, and it worked. What I want to do is convert this to a smaller, less expensive type of battery system. So I am going to be working on a conversion for these to power these a different way. So in use, in time, basically what you're getting is you have 2 ports here in a local battery situation, which is being these batteries are powering this one and the batteries that are powering that one, and then you take the wires from here and run it to this one. Both sets of batteries have to be in for these 2 to talk. When you crank these, you will send a 90 to 100 volt signal downline to the other phone, which will generate that ringing tone that you get. A lot of people don't really even talk about that. You can talk back and forth on these from anywhere from 3 to 6 or 8 volts, 9 volts, something like that. I think these will work up to 9 volts. It calls for 3.5 or something like that, which is 2 D-cell batteries. We'll figure that out and let you know a little bit more about that on a later time. But this little bar right here that I've been clicking, that's your receiver. So you can just hang that up in there like that. That disconnects your battery and basically hangs up the phone on that conversation. You can drop it down in there and it wedges it down too. That's the way I do it. Like I said, you have a line 1, line 2 situation on both of these. Let me see if I can fold this one down and get these to sit right here side by side just like this. And do I have anything in the picture? Yes, I do. Okay, we're going to zoom in just a little bit so I can tell you more about this situation here. Okay, this is your little terminal that I was telling you about that would go to Radar's desk or the switchboard. There is a little bitty screw right down in here, right by this receiver, that turns that power And you have to use a screwdriver to do it, so it's not an accidental off and on thing, but it will turn it from the batteries inside to this right here. Hope you guys are following me a little bit on this. So right now I'm on local batteries so that I can run from L1 or from L2, run a wire to L2, and from L1 to L1. And that's going to allow me to send that 90 volts that's in, and I ain't touching these when I do this because you will get your shit knocked out of you. But when you crank these, you'll send that little generator that's on the inside of this will send that 90 to 100 volts over to this one and cause that ringer to ring. And you pick it up and you're talking. So just to give you guys an idea real quick, sit here and enjoy these, and I will grab something and show you something pretty cool. Okay, so I got what I needed, and I do not recommend doing this. This is stupid. This is dangerous. But for the sake of you guys, I will do this, and I've already done it once or twice. You take one of these light bulbs right here. Am I in the picture? I don't know. Am I in the picture? Okay, so one of these goofy light bulbs right here. Okay? If you bridge that distance from L1 to L2 and crank this light, and I don't even know if you guys can see it, but if you can see that little strobe, I'm probably just wasting my time trying to show you this out here. I'll reshoot that part right there inside later, and I'll put it at the end of this video. But you can see that 90 volts running from here to here, it bridging that gap, does the same thing running it this way. So that's a good way to check your generators when you buy these. Find you a little light bulb or a little bell or something and put it on to these, straight to that. Crank them. If you get light or if you get a chime, you know that the generators are good. What else can I say about these? Like I said, these are dated 1945. This one's in a little rougher shape than this one. This one is very yellow, lacquered on the inside, and this one looks like it never got sent out in the field from the inside, because when you get these and find the original manuals, it tells the first operators to take these out and brush lacquer onto the wire harnesses and the generators and stuff to protect them from mold and whatnot. So I'm rambling. I hope you guys think these are cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I got these for next to nothing. And right there on that case, you're not really going to be able to read it, I don't think. But it says Signal Corps, U.S. Army, telephone, EE8B. And that is very cool that that is still on there. And on this one, it is very, 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 very faint and almost non-existent, but there they are, the Echo 8 Bravo field telephones, U.S. Signal Corps, U.S. Army. Awesome things. I love these. These are great, and looking forward to having some fun with them. So, you know, check out OfferUp, look on Craigslist, find this kind of stuff. You know, you got to search for it, you got to look for it hard, but sometimes you can really make a good deal. Talk them way down if it's been listed for a long time. These were actually listed on OfferUp for almost 6 months and no hits on them. I just asked the guy, I said, hey, are they still available? And he goes, yeah. And I said, do you want to do some trade on them? And, you know, from that point he was like, well, what do you got? So we worked out a trade. Both of us are happy. I'm super stoked to have these, and I'm going to quit rambling now. As always, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Hit the like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you think of these. I think they're pretty cool. Yes, these do work with the TA or T312s or the TA312. Hey guys and girls. So I don't know what happened. I timed out on the other video, but I told you I would come back in real quick. Like I was trying to say before my camera shut off, was that these phones do work with the TA312s, TA100s. The Polish ones that you can buy online, the German ones, the Swedish ones, all these are pretty much lined up to work together because they work on that same 100 or 90 to 100 volt cranking system to send the signal down the line, and the few volts that it takes to carry on the conversation. Now, to make things a little bit safer, I rigged that light bulb up that I was trying to show you earlier, and you could probably find a safer way to do this, with a different kind of light, like an LED or something that runs on, however you want to do this. But just for the sake of argument, like I said, this is kind of dangerous. It's a little bit stupid, but to show you that to a way or get a buzzer of some sort to do this. But you're going to hook to your line 1, line 2 type thing, and when you crank, hopefully we're going to cover this up so I don't get shocked on the post, but you can see that it strobes that light, and I hope that showed up. But anyway, real quick, cool way to test some of these out. And like I said, all you safety Sallys out there, don't give me shit for excuse my language, but don't give me shit for doing this to show you guys a way to possibly test these if you wanted to test them, other than just putting your hand on it and cranking it. And who the hell wants to do that? Anyway, so check out some of these. Try to find you some online. I will be looking for sources for myself to find some more of these. Maybe some TA312, some TA100s. The TA100s, you'll have to look that up. It's a smaller, more compact way to do it. Instead of a crank, it's got a plunger on the side that you squeeze and it sends that signal. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it ran a little long and it's been long overdue, but one more time I'll crank it so you can see the bulb. There you go. Have fun with them. Find you some. Get you some secure comms. Cell phones and walkie-talkies are good, but if you want to keep that conversation private, keep it out of the airwaves. There's, real quick, I discussed, or I watched a video the other night about a guy who was discussing these little 1 mile, 2 mile range radios that a lot of people are using for their quote unquote comms for their bug out scenarios. And he said that a true radio listening station can pick those up to 30 miles away. And if you think you're out there being secure because you're so far out, you're 5 or 10 miles out of town or whatever, and you think your little 1 mile walkie-talkies are going to keep you secure, apparently you're very mistaken. That these radio transmitting listening stations in the true SHTF situation, if they're going to be listening for radio traffic, they're going to pick up your little walkie-talkies. So get you some closed circuit comms, boys and girls. Closed circuit means it's not going over the radio waves and it's not running down telephone lines. It is point to point, and it is a lot safer. So I'm going to quit rambling. Just real quick, we're getting very, very close. I'm going to have to check to make sure, but we are getting very, very close to giving this away. Like I said, I did change this down to 900 subscribers. I was shooting for 1,000, but watching subscription, it's going very slow. But at 900, we are going to give the multi-cartridge or multi-caliber gun cleaning kit away. And like I said, go back and find this video and say, comment in that video that you want to clean your guns. Alright, thanks for watching, guys and girls, and we'll see you guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, kids of all ages, preppers, survivalists, whatever you are, on the next video. Have a good one.